Hi, everyone. Just give us a few minutes. We'll be starting in about 3 minutes. Thank you so much for everyone's patience.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Paula. Good night. All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. I always have the pleasure of welcoming everyone back from the board every year after some break. So, welcome back, Washington Heights and Inwood, to Community Board 12 here in Manhattan, Uptown, Washington Heights and Inwood. My name is Joel Abreu. I'm the Business Development Committee Chair here at Community Board 12. Um, like I mentioned before we started the meeting, it's 7:11, by the way. We don't have quorum or anything, or anything to vote for, so we can continue with the meeting. But like I was mentioning before we started the meeting, is that I love doing this. This is great. This is how we serve our community. And here in the Business Development Committee, we strive to absorb as much resources as possible to generate business and develop business development and economic activity, driving revenue all throughout Washington Heights and Inwood, because that's what the small businesses are for, right? So, they are the life and blood of our neighborhood, and we just gather those resources to share it to our community. So that's our purpose. Again, I'm your chair. I'm going to go around the room, and everybody can introduce themselves. So take it away, co-chair. Radia, please.
Evening. My name is Radia Barnes. I'm the co-chair of this wonderful committee. I'm a resident of Washington Heights, born and raised here all my life. I also serve on the Housing and Human Services Committee. This is my second term on the community board. And I look forward to all of the great things that we're going to do this year.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Radia. She's a vet now. You've been here for 3 years, right? This is your third though.
Third?
I think this is your third. I believe so. Right. Introducing our OG on the board, Mr. Bruce.
Who are you talking?
I've
Bruce Robertson, I'm the OG. I've been on here a long time. And I'm also on traffic and transportation. So it's fun. This is a great committee. Joel's great. Dee is great. Other people are great. And I'm also on the Chamber of Commerce. So there's a lot of crossover. And I'm on the Broadway Business Bid Development Committee under the auspices of Cloth. So we're trying to get a bid going from 155 to 178. And that's like pushing the rock uphill, Sisyphus. But slowly but surely we're getting.
I have faith in that.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah. Except stores keep closing, so it's not encouraging.
Yeah, I was taking a drive up there. Actually, right now, I'm like, there's a few other storefronts that I see that are closed.
Well, on 157, we were supposed to get a Starbucks. They had 4 slots, and because of the bankruptcy, they just canned it.
Oh man,
we do have a new Wonder restaurant.
Yeah, I saw that on 157. That's awesome. I haven't been yet.
It's good.
Yeah. So.
Good. Yeah. So.
Okay. Good. That's awesome.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you, Bruce. I always appreciate your input. Thank you so much, co-chair. We have other members of the committee that are not here. Shout out to Darlene Nobles now, Carl and Crystal. I do have some board members that are present in person, and I want to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. Take it away.
Sure, yeah. Eitan Steinbaum. I am new to Community Board 12. I've only been living in Washington Heights for a few years, but I really like it. I moved here because of Yeshiva University, but I really just love the community. I'm a law student, and I'll be on the land use and Parks Committee. I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. You going to Cardozo?
I am in Cardozo.
Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. I hope you enjoy our meeting. It's short, like I mentioned, but hope you have, when we have a bigger agenda, come on over. We'll connect offline.
Sure.
Thanks. Naomi, I see that you're on. Welcome back. Please introduce yourself. I know that you're not in the committee, but
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's Noemi. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys starting the year. I'm part of the Youth and Education Committee, and I'm also part of the Licensing Committee that goes hand in hand with you guys. So just chiming in virtually. Bye, guys. I'll be tuning in.
thank you, Naomi. Appreciate it. I am also on licensing with Naomi, so that's awesome.
Noemi.
Noemi, yeah.
Yeah, Noemi.
What I
Thank
said,
you.
Noemi.
Thank you, Bruce.
Naomi?
Noemi.
Mala mia. I'm sorry. So let's talk about first our goal. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and then I'll go into announcements. So our goal, and we've been working on this for so long, and I finally have the document, the business resource guide document. I'm not going to share it today because I want to share it next month. And all of so the goal of this document is to be a one-stop shop for local businesses to go and say, hey, what I need X. All right, so we can point them to the Y. So from community-based organizations to funding resources, to legal aid, to commercial real estate agents, all of this, or New York City departments that can help them within their business. Because when I first got on the board, I was lost. I was an entrepreneur, and I'm still an entrepreneur and I wanted help starting my business, developing it. And I turned to the board, but there was never really like a something that I could look to and say, okay, I need help with this. Okay, here's this department in this New York City agency. So we're working on this document that's going to be a living document because we're going to be adding things and taking away things depending on what programs there's available. And throughout my tenure here, we've had a ton of people present resources, and sometimes you can need something this month or not need it for another year, but you may have missed this meeting, right? That had this resource, and now you have to go through, 20 YouTube videos in order to find this resource. But basically, this resource guide is going to have it all in one document, and you can just go to it, and we can help, point them to this document, and we can help them in any way that this document can. So I have it. It's not finished yet. It's like 98% done, but I just want to. I'm looking through all the YouTube videos that we've had in the past to make sure that everything is included. So, if you have any other resources that you think we could add to this, let me know. I'll show it to you guys next month, and that's something that we've been working on for a while, and I'm glad that it's finally coming to light. Now, in terms of our goals for this fall, there's a couple things that I want to touch upon. First is Ponce Bank. I had a hard hat tour of the new branch on 207 and 10th Avenue. Awesome stuff. We have a new bank. Our neighborhood is severely underbanked. We have a couple branches, but to have a new player here to offer credit cards and personal checking accounts and business and personal loans and just overall financial education here in Washington Heights is awesome. They are a community bank, so it's not like these huge giants, like Chase. It's more personable. I think they sit down with you and they go through very excruciating details about your business, about your personal. They check your credit. They offer seminars. They have a huge boot camp that offers like an 8-week training on how to start a business from marketing to legal. They're very involved. So I'm just happy for them to be here. They applied for the BDD. No word yet from the state. So for those who don't know, it's a banking development district, is a program New York State offers that allows a bank to apply for this deposit to fund underbanked communities. So Ponce Bank applied for this grant in order to establish a branch here, which they did, in order to get deposits to serve this community. Hey, welcome back.
It's $10 million.
It's $10 million from the state and $10 million from the city, so it's $20 million in deposits. Yeah. So they applied for this program. Hey, Dolly, we'll introduce you now after I'm done here. And we're still waiting back for them. So, but they're here in the neighborhood, a great facility. Their official opening is in 2 weeks, and I'll send out an email as soon as I get the invite. I'll see who wants to join me. But I think it's the 13th or 14th in that area. I haven't got an official invite yet, so I'll let you guys know when that is happening. Cool. But that's one of our goals here this fall is to have Ponce Bank established. Go visit them. Go see the facility. That's one of our goals. But before I go to the other goals, I want to introduce our committee member. Welcome back.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Darly Cornel. This is my second year as a member of CB12.
Thank you so much. You're a vet. That's it. Rookie year is done.
That's
That's it.
scary. This
No-
is a bit.
yeah. That's it. That's it. Um, yeah. All right. So second announcement. So I have a couple of guests that I want to bring in now that we mentioned Ponce Bank. I want to also bring in as guests in the next fall a couple other banks. I'm in talks with Apple Bank, a business development banker at Chase, and one at Citi, and I'll bring them all here just so we can see the different options that Washington Heights has, and also just like we formed a relationship with Ponce. I also want to form a relationship with these other banks that are here, uh, and we also formed a relationship with the neighborhood trust fund that's downstairs from us. So I just want to make sure that we include all of it in our business resource guide. So that's one of my goals for the fall and the spring. Another goal that I have before we left, uh, before we left in the spring, I mentioned, you guys remember Coco Robotics?
Yes.
So Coco Robotics is a company, is a startup that I think has LA, Miami, I think San Diego. They're in San Diego. They're in the Midwest somewhere. And what they do is they do last mile delivery services for restaurants using these. I showed you guys the video. These robots that are like this big, and you put the food in it, and somebody is driving it from a remote location, and we're able to deliver food um, from that restaurant to wherever the location is. Now, the only drawback is that it doesn't go up the stairs. You have to come down. Now, this Coco Robotics is an app you can order on the app, or it's integrated into your Uber or DoorDash. And we're lucky enough that the Department of Transportation's current commissioner, Mr. Idanis Rodriguez, chose Washington Heights as a beta testing for New York City. So our restaurants here in this area are going to be optimized with Coco Robotics starting this fall. Now, it's important for them to know how to do this, to get familiar with them, right? Because this is just going to increase their capacity to take in orders. So I think that it's important to invite Coco Robotics, Mr. Logan Dunn, I think it's Logan Dunn or Logan Dub, but to come in and kind of do a training or kind of an overall presentation of what Coco Robotics is doing and how we as the board can help our restaurants integrate this technology. So I'm going to be inviting them in the fall. This coming, I think maybe November or December. So be on the lookout for that. That's one of my main goals apart from the banking. Now, so before I continue, I want to hear the committee. What are some of your goals for the fall? For the fall, any ideas for the fall? Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Well, I want to say
Mhm.
that I still I still struggle to figure out the role. And my goal for the fall, the immediate goal is to really find ways that I can feel that I'm contributing to the community as
Okay.
a whole, but also expanding whatever that piece I find, how that support workers in the area.
Okay.
I work in workforce development, so that is always at the forefront of whatever I do. And I work with youth as well. So it's trying to find that spot using the committee as the tool and the venue for me to be helpful.
Okay. Um, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
That's a great goal. That's
Don't
a
you
great
work on
goal.
workforce development?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, yeah.
You guys know each other?
Well, through the committee, and I have seen some of the speakers that friends with who are workforce development, one stop, they still call it
Workforce One.
Workforce One.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I very familiar with the workforce one system because in the past, the organization I worked for pretty much ran most of them when they were called one stop.
Mm.
And I still continue.
Uh, I hope I can assist you and we can assist you finding that, right? Like your contribution on the workforce side is great for us, you know, when especially when it comes to like training and restaurants looking for people, reliable people to hire. And we've had a couple people last year, right? From
SBS.
SBS come in. So that's awesome. Any other goals?
Yeah, I would love for us to do some type of event, community event. Maybe like a small mini business expo hosted by our community board. Of course, the other committees to be involved, but just something that focuses on Washington Heights Inwood businesses, empowering them in some way, be it trainings, resources. Um,
Okay.
I would, I know, I know we can't do it.
It's
I would have loved it to be like some type of holiday bazaar,
Mhm.
but that's so soon. I know we're just entering some,
Mhm.
the holidays are gonna be here in 2.2. Maybe we could do that next year, but maybe we could do it now in the springtime. We'll have enough time to plan, get some businesses, some resources, something, maybe some sponsorship. And
Mhm.
just maybe host it outside or host it in one of our, our larger spaces.
You know, I May is Small Business Month, and for the last 3 4 years, I've been trying to do an event. But it's as a committee, it's difficult just to do an event because we would have to go through the executive committee and um, allocate like funds to it in case like we wanna bring people in. It would be difficult. I would have to talk to Kathy, and I'm gonna run it by her, just to see if we could do it in May, for Small Business Month. I'll run by her. Uh,
Yeah, I think that, because I don't think that we do enough events as a board as a whole. I see a lot of the other community boards doing, they're in the community, they're really hands-on, they're doing like drives and fundraisers and give backs. And so I'd like to see us get a little bit more involved in the community. I don't know exactly how, but yeah.
Because it is true the holidays are open up, so it's Thanksgiving. So I wonder is that the committee, I don't know if that has to be run again by the executive board, to create a drive, a food drive that we organize with businesses around, from the neighborhood. We can just whatever we collect and whoever we organize it, we bag it, how many people get to grab a bag or a box, whatever it is, they get it. And
I don't know. I know that there's obviously community-based organizations that do that here in the community, of course. But as a board, I don't think we've ever done that. But I will run that also with.
But that's the way to get
And it would be-
businesses involved, get the community to
Yeah.
know those businesses, and for us to do something that honestly only require us, yes, some volunteer to pack stuff and organize it here. I have done food drives, so usually tend to be the easiest piece because people are really eager to do it.
Okay.
Also because of the time.
Okay.
Broadway Mall is expanding their Center Island Christmas holiday lighting further north.
Oh.
And then, because the director's on our bid committee, and he sent an email saying they need to raise $6,000 so they can string lights along from 155 further up. I forget how far out he wants to go. That might be something we could participate in. We have a bid Zoom tomorrow, so if he's in there, I'll ask him offline. They actually have an office at the Intercession Church now. That's where he is.
Okay.
So they're doing more stuff up
And that's
there.
the Broadway
They
Mall?
used to stop at, 155 and didn't bother with us other than sticking statue and pay in park, which is nice. Which is nice.
Yeah. And that's it's the Broadway Mall, right?
Yeah, they do all the fancy stuff downtown,
Yeah.
on Park Avenue,
Oh.
on Broadway,
Mhm.
not on Park Avenue, but on Broadway.
Nice. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be
At
really
least to like maybe give us to the 170s, You
Yeah,
don't have to
well,
go all the way to
part of the
Dykeman.
bid thing, like on 181,
Yeah.
that's what they do, during the holidays to promote
Yeah.
marketing of the businesses and holiday season. So
Yeah, that's Washington Heights bid.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe we can go all the way up to their line.
well,
We'll
I'll
see.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll see what he
Yeah,
says.
see what he says.
His name.
What's his name?
His name is Andrew Genn, Genn, Executive Director of Broadway Mall Association.
Ask him, Bruce. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, yeah. So I also have in the lineup on deck, besides Coco, I have a young lady by the name. What's her name? I have it here. Mariluz Alfonseca. Mariluz, she works for Navi Times. Navi Times, I don't know if you guys know, but in terms of commercial real estate, number one here in Washington Heights and Inwood, in terms of like knowing what's available, and having those connections to the landlords. And she is one of the real estate agents that are involved in that. And I want to bring her in just so she get introduced to the board. And in cases there's entrepreneurs or people who want to expand their business or move into the neighborhood, we have a point person to direct them to, in terms of commercial spaces. So I want to bring her in. Mariluz Alfonseca, Navi Times. It's real estate. Real estate company for Northern Manhattan.
I'm sorry.
It's a real estate company for Northern Manhattan. Commercial real estate. So yeah, so banks, Coco, and commercial real estates are one of my, that's what I want for the fall. And then I'll talk to the executive board, specifically the chair, Madam Chair, Catherine, to see if she, if we have space, bandwidth for like an event. Maybe like a food drive or a small business expo. But I don't have my hopes high because even as a board, we don't do events, let alone the committee, so.
But I agree, I'm sorry, I forgot the name.
Lydia.
I agree with the other CB buttons of the.
Yeah.
I have a whole listing that I get from some random whoever with all these events that different CBO across Manhattan are doing, and some Brooklyn. I get mostly the Manhattan listing because.
Yeah. So I'll talk to her about it. See if and you guys can talk to her. Hey, I want to do an event or have an event in mind. We do events, but like we sponsor events, not sponsor, but like let's say like elected officials do an event, closed drive, will be put on it, but not something that we spearhead. We don't often do that, but maybe we should start. Right. So I have announcements. I have some announcements. Well, one announcement. One announcement. I have it here. I got it from you guys. It's the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Hey, Carl. Before I start my announcement, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Introduce yourself, Carl.
Yep. Carl.
All
Thank you very much.
Um, you know, I want to before I do my announcements, please introduce yourself. I'm sorry I had introduced everybody on the board, but we do have a guest here. Please introduce yourself. Um, and welcome to the board. I know you're familiar with us.
Yes.
So please
He was
introduce.
chair of
My
Yeah.
name is Martin Collins. I'm longtime community president and former chair of community.
Oh, awesome.
And,
Oh, man.
Current situation with retail. You probably know that Give Me Coffee moved out last week.
Yes.
And it was, that season ago, they had great space. And, well, they're not the only ones who have thought it's a ghost town. 5 of the 10 storefronts taken on the ground floor, leading to the A train, 177. All you have on the ground floor is a barber shop, a pine fair, a lender, a GWB newsstand, and a bakery. 6 out of the 8 on the second floor, as you enter the port at 178 Fort Washington, are vacant. All you've got is the GWB juice bar, and the newsstand, and the Juan Pablo Duarte Foundation. I happened to go in there today to survey it before I came here and emailed you, and spoke to several people, and they're dismayed at the condition of the port and the fact that it's a lost opportunity, commerce, jobs, and the community at large. And the vacancies certainly of light on the community. 20,000 people a day versus George Washington Bridge Bus Station. That's what they see. We can do better. So I'm asking you to bring Port Authority's real estate division personnel to your next meeting and to email them effective discussion topics, starting with the information I gave you and emailed you earlier today. And what's their plan to contact and pull in, what they're pulling off of the Washington activity with small businesses who rent those vacant spaces, a dozen out of the 18 spaces, 2/3 are vacant. That's unacceptable. When they came here 20 years ago to Community Board 12 and said they're gonna put something we can be proud of there, I don't think that was their hope. And secondly, they held several meetings in the community. The last was probably about 10 years ago, which was packed. And they promised to over-deliver and under-promise. It's on the honest. So it's time to put them on top of last what they are doing to take this eyesore, this retail ice that is there on 178, 179, Washington Avenue, on the second and the ground floor. 20,000 people see every single day leaving as they traverse the George Washington Bridge bus station and populated with businesses that are not major national retailers and big box stores, but businesses that are homegrown and owned by Washington Heights and Inwood.
Go ahead, Bruce.
So what actually happened with Booney Coffee?
I don't know.
They had a lease, right?
Yes, they did. They also, before they moved in, had to take a number of actions to address what was a dereliction of duty by the Port Authority. Because there was a number of stoppages. And then they had to put in another 27,000, actually, another $20,000 into the project. It's originally about 180,000 to redevelop the entire bus terminal. And then due to a number of factors, it became 200 billion.
Wow.
So, I know that
Needs to be addressed.
I agree.
Have that should be an economic development job engine for the community.
Absolutely, I go 100%.
Only 2 of the spaces on the second floor, half the spaces on the ground floor occupied is without parents.
I went in there. There's currently, I think it's finished already. The Family Enrichment Center. That's going to be a community space there. And I went in about 4 months ago while they were still constructing. And I agree with you. Like I didn't realize because I don't really go in there. When I go to Jersey, take the car, but I never realized how much space is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Not just on the west side, but also on the east side.
We've
And
also got a number of vacancies on Broadway
right,
are outstanding.
right.
And equally an eyesore, which should be part of your discussion with the court.
Mhm.
But what's inside, people are going up in the escalators to the third floor. to
Yeah.
the buses is absurd.
Yeah. And these guys, Port Authority, from what I know about them, they have the resources and the capability to definitely be pulling in, um, let alone big box stores, um, people to occupy the spaces because they make a lot of money, especially on that bridge. So I will be reaching out. I have a contact from that Port Authority, that terminal there. Do you have a contact from there?
I don't.
Okay. Um, but I know I have a contact from the Port Authority Police Department, not the commercial.
There should be somebody from the port should be on the district service cabinet.
Mhm.
And that person should be able, their government committee, this person should be able to talk to somebody in the commercial real estate unit that is responsible for GWB monthly. And
Oh, no, this
send
is
them some pointed questions about why 2/3 of the retail spaces on the old Washington Avenue side, and everybody has to engage to get to the third floor to take buses to and from Jersey. 20,000 every weekday. View that as their gateway to and from there.
I will put. Listen. I like this. This is a good initiative. I will put this on my agenda, and I will be asking Ebenezer this week for a contact. On my side, I will contact the Port Authority Police Department, see if they have a division that they can, connect me to. But I really like this. This is something that we can address, at least a presentation or an action plan that they may have, an opportunity to ask them questions here. So,
And what's their effective outreach plan to engage Washington Heights with businesses that have the liquidity to move in there? And maybe they need to adjust their rent structure.
you know what?
I don't.
When he was playing, no.
But the fact that 12 out of the 18 are vacant should tell you a lot.
And a lot of these landlords, and I wouldn't put it past, they do it on purpose to write it off
Yes.
as losses. So,
Yes.
um,
Let them write it off in some other area.
right, agreed.
What is the precise ask here?
So the ask, I know you just walked in, but
Yeah.
remind me of your name again. Mark
Oh, smart.
Martin. I won't forget it. Thank you, Martin. Martin brought up that the retail spaces in the Port Authority on 178th Street in Broadway, the amount of vacancies
That's
that
the
are in,
your thing.
yeah. You said 12,
11 of the
11 out of the 18 are now empty.
on the first and second floors, you enter on Fort Washington between 178 and 179 in order to get to the third floor, to take the buses to the park. 20,000 people a day, weekdays, 20,000 on average. Traverse that bus.
We have Blink there, we have a bank there. I know we have Find Fair,
Yeah.
a beauty supply store there, Gap. But inside there are more spaces that are vacant. The suggestion that Martin said was to have Port Authority or a division within Port Authority that handles commercial real estate.
Development plan.
Yeah, a development plan to come into the board and explain their plan, their outreach plan, and how they're looking to fill these vacancies.
Are they even aware of the situation?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they are. I think
They are not collecting rent. Someone is not collecting
Right.
rent payment, so they must.
they must be aware. I think it's probably strategic, but we want to have them here, and put it as part of our goal this
And
fall to have them here.
are we able to dragoon them
Uh,
into this committee?
I mean, like you mentioned, Martin, I think that somebody from there should be attending their meetings because they are in our neighborhood. So,
Okay.
we can ask them to come, right? We can request that.
Mhm.
I'm sure they'll be reluctant, but they should come. Go ahead, Darn.
No, I mean, I also think that there is a responsibility, as Mark has pointed out. that they have to fulfill. I mean, whether we have to drag them here or drag, invite them, it's important. If they don't know, which I doubt, then we will inform them, and that would be step one. But also, if to open a conversation as of one, how do we fix that? To how we prevent that from happening in the future, and how can they use us to be helpful in the process?
Do you mind if I ask you, why you think the vacancies have occurred?
I would say the rent is too damn high.
Oh, okay, right.
I agree.
It's also an internal, you have to deal with a number of situations there. For instance, for maintenance
Mhm.
and cleaning of your retail property, you have to choose someone from a list that they provide and they own.
Like contractors.
You can't hire somebody from outside. You can clean it yourself, but if you got a big store and there's, you're a big place like Fine Fair, you gotta pick from, and they're inside of the ground floor. You gotta pick from this concise list of
Right.
people that they have vetted to clean your premises.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
It may not even be legal.
yeah, I think it is just because
They're
They're probably
boxing people in with these
Right,
rules of
right.
engagement.
and not to defend it, they're probably boxing it because of insurances and contracts that they have these
Yeah,
individuals.
if you cannot obtain the insurance elsewhere and it's legitimate, then they shouldn't be able to.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you
But
that
the other
it should be more
piece is
flexible.
it's a safety issue.
Mhm.
When you have that that is 61% vacancy. It is a safety issue, especially somebody, during the weekend, during nighttime, winter gets darker, even to be walking around such an empty space.
Yeah, and I wonder that do they have even the capacity to handle traffic that a 90% vacancy rate will come, right? It's one elevator, right? Like, or two elevators. I don't ever recall seeing a stairwell. Where's the stairwell?
The escalators and the elevators,
The
they have two
elevators.
elevators.
They
The
have-
escalators.
and-
And that aspect.
Oh, it's on the other side. I just remember. Yeah, on Fort Washington side. And I just, this is,
It's on Broadway.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would love to bring them in. We can have this conversation with them here present. And if they don't have a plan, we can help them formulate one.
And leaving these places vacant is a black mark on them and an urban blight on us.
Agreed.
We can also engage our elected official who might have direct contact there, and just present the issues to them so we can have some champions.
Yes. We'll try it the easy way first, get them here. Because I feel like elected officials will probably put on a lot of pressure. But,
Maybe that's what we need.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we could,
There is a little something coming up in November. The goal, I think your point is to sending them 3 or 4 bullet points with vacuum packed questions that require them to provide answers, not fluff.
All right. You have my commitment,
I
Mark.
would call the Booney people. Do you know them?
Who?
Cafe Booney, do you know the owner?
Yes, Elias and Serena.
I don't know. We'll call her and see what's going on.
I know them, but I don't. I know who they are, but I've never met them in person.
Well, I would call them. You have the number? I'll call them.
I could. They still have a store that's operational 207.
Yeah, I know.
So
And they put a roasting facility up in the Bronx, right? So they've really accelerated their business over the years.
Yes, they've been in the neighborhood, this neighborhood a long time. They have a robust location at Isham and Broadway,
and
which has a number of events throughout the week, month. And their location at 213 Pinehurst Avenue, 187.
187,
is very
yeah.
successful.
that's the first one.
Yes.
Okay. You have my commitment, Mara, to contact Port Authority. See if we can invite them there. See if we can question them. And if there's a plan, because
And the board as a whole could participate in the solution here and identify places that, as we did 20 years ago, there's been so many personnel changes there over the last 2 decades. I could name a couple of folks, but I won't. And they came and left faster than Yankee managers during George Steinbrenner's.
Or pictures.
I mean, we want something that we can be proud of, and we can't walk in there without looking and seeing what we currently do.
Yeah, they might even have like something in the works that we don't know about, right? Like even updating the facilities that we don't know about, but let's contact them. But thank you so much, Martin. Appreciate your input. Okay, so that was new business. I had my announcements. Anybody else has any announcements? Oh, I do. I do. I need today is very short meeting. But I need somebody to take care of the minutes. Who can take care of the minutes? I need a volunteer. Come on. Come on.
I can record it. ChatGPT to figure out the minutes.
It's short. It was short. I promise. It was.
Did you record it?
This is
Hold on.
recorded.
It's recorded.
Well, this thing has notes that you can activate.
Is this also doing ChatGPT?
It might be. It might be.
Because the translation or whatever you call it, the text of the recording is always.
Oh yeah. I mean, it might be, but I don't know if
It's a real mess.
I don't think we're doing that.
Historical.
So can we have a volunteer? Come on. Thank you, Radia. Right there. All right. I had the one on in June. So I can take it. It's a short one.
Do we have any resolutions that we?
No, we don't. We don't. Not for now. For now anyway. We were gonna do the MWBE thing, but things are on hold. Just because it's on hold on the federal level because of the DEI initiative.
Right.
So we put that whole conversation on hold. Because MWE program on the state level was being renewed, and we were going to support that, but since it's on hold, we'll be on hold until further notice. Okay. Any old business? I just did one old business. Any other old business? Okay, so just to recap, we have a couple goals this fall. The banks, Navy Times, Coco, Port Authority now. So it's looking like a great fall. It's looking like a great fall. I'm an optimist. So yeah. Any other announcements? Okay. It is 7:55. This is a treat for us. 7:55. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion to Bruce, Carl, seconded by Bruce. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, guys. Thanks to everybody online.